Hey guys, and welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution. We're nearly at 5 stars here on Isla Matanceros, and we're currently in the process of trying to get Dracorex. We've also been given this contract of which I need to get 2 combat victories, and I'm trying to decide where the best place for that to go is. Now, these are all pretty good except for the fundraising. I can't really do anything about that, but the game acknowledges that. It's this one we need to watch out for. We can't make the island too big. Luckily, it doesn't matter if it's not quite at 100%. I think you can get it down to like 80 or something. So we can afford to make the island a bit more expansive than what we have. And we may just end up making like a little combat arena. Which is probably something I'm going to have to do on every island. But while we're doing that, Dracorex. And I'm still stuck with only the one Zig team. Research. What are you guys doing? You aren't doing anything. I know there's not much here, but there's some things here. But there's quite a lot here. There's that, which is useless. And then there's these, which are also pretty useless. Oh, this one. We'll want this one. So, let's... Right, you go through there, so I can get a Triceratops on the go. Go on, through the gate. Go through the gates. Yes, and I've been earning money by following fat people around with a tuba. Right, let's get 2 Triceratops on the go. I'm modifying them with combat additions, but I think we'll be fine. It's in the end 69 compared to 79. Actually, this is going to be quite close. And these guys might not even be that high. I don't even know which Ceratosaurus will go and attack it. We just open the gate, let the Triceratops through, and they'll eventually engage in a fight. Once we've done that, we'll put the Ceratosaurus in here, and then we can just let them fight again. Because whichever Ceratosaurus will win, he's got to win twice. Do I have the scheduling upgrade? That is something I did not check, and I don't think I do. Let's have a look. Yes, I do. There we go. Oh, wait, did I just run out of power?
But you knew that already, I suspect. Still?
Yes, I did.
Good job completing that contract.
Oh no, my toilets.
I've heard good things about the expedition. You certainly made the science division a star.
Now, do I have... Yes, I do. Okay, we can slightly upgrade them. Alright, start with this one. I don't know how long it takes for there to be a blackout, so let's not take any risks. And then this one. It's not going to do much, but it'll do something. Right. Open the gates. I don't know how long it's going to take for them to start fighting, but hopefully not too long. Right, so the zoo should engage in a fight. It's just a question of which one it's going to be, and then that's the one we got to take over there. If you're going to run over into this area, by all means, it gets the fight done faster.
I see you've hatched a Triceratops. Might be cute now, but that's only going to last for about a week.
Yeah. Are any of you guys going to come in here? Fourth wall, Moss. Moss, is it going to be you? He's our current champion. Yes, it's going to be Moss. Right, we're just going to close this for now. And yeah, Ceratosaurus should really win this, but actually, this is going to be a very close match. Ooh, is it going to be the Triceratops? Let's find out. This is all the fights are, by the way. They're really not very exciting. Alright, you're not supposed to be running away yet. Before Moss tries to break out. Usually they attack 4 times. Right, he's just going to be a while now. He'll eventually, once he gets back up to like 50% health, or something near to that, they'll start fighting again. It might not be this Ceratosaurus that does it, but all we need is just a Ceratosaurus. Yes, the dinosaurs get really weird when they're low on health. They do the same thing when they're being tranquilized. It just looks ridiculous. You're a bit battle scarred now, aren't you, Moss? You look pretty bad. How's the Triceratops looking? He's looking pretty bad as well. He's even injured on the sides that he wasn't even attacked on. I don't know how he's done that, but yeah. Injured on both sides. Oh, your face as well. But yeah, that's the fighting system in this game. They really try and make you do a lot of it. And it is not very interesting in the slightest. Oop.
Opportunity has presented itself.
That's fine. I can do that one very easily. Go back to the genes. The only one that matters. That is the only one that matters. Not so much in the campaign, but in challenge mode, the only one you should ever use. Oh, you're getting too many people in. You're only now telling me this? What is this tree doing? Right, the tree is humping the camera. Or is the camera humping the tree? Which one is it? Okay, that's that. The other one was fine, wasn't it? The close shot. Triceratops, where are you? I wonder if I heal it. Would that make it fight faster? I don't know where Moss is, but in the end I don't care which Ceratosaurus wins. I prefer it not to be the first Ceratosaurus because that one is at a bit of a disadvantage when it comes to the second fight. First one it can't lose. Yeah, you're just gonna sleep. I'm gonna sleep when I'm badly injured surrounded by Triceratops. Oh, I keep doing that. I may still end up with Triceratops DNA instead. Right, oh god, this takes so long.
Here's something that you might find interesting.
Right, let's set Triceratops in there at the moment. Let's just get the other one going. I don't need to do them both at the same time. Put you back to defaults. Because I don't think you ever need to sell them with a particular genome. Right, you're back at 50% health, so I'm hoping that means you're going to do something. The injuries do heal over time. It's still a little bit bloody, but you're otherwise fine, aren't you? There's 3 Ceratosaurus in here. You gotta fight one of them. Fine. Yep. There's always a bit of a delay for that one.
We've been able to accomplish. We can advance our work here in the science division.
I'm clearly hovering over. Thank you. That was clearly hovering over that. We got this should be much faster the second time around. I'm hoping anyway. I'm hoping, but no guarantees. Yeah, these buildings are fine. Do we want to work on more enclosures? We're going to get some things eventually. Science is really making progress. The annoying thing is the fastest way to get the memos, which are what part of the engine database that you get for fully maxing out your reputation. The fastest way to do it is to just keep doing contracts for the same division. The problem with that is that it also lowers your reputation for the other divisions, which means you're going to get sabotaged. Like, I have a serious sabotage risk, mainly from the entertainment division. Right, let's get you sedated. We can work on the other one. Oh, Moss is going over there again. Yes, Moss gets in the first hit. Oh, and the Triceratops. I can't see anything. This is going to be close. Oh, but I think Moss has got it. Yeah, 1% health. They're going for the attack. And a snap to the neck that looks very unrealistic. And that is the only killing animation for pretty much every carnivore in the game.
And now we reach the inevitable. Life begets death. But here's the question that you got to ask yourself. Was this avoidable? The answer? Of course not. Death, it's always coming. But could you have delayed it? Well, that's maybe another story.
Could I have delayed it? Well, I deliberately caused it, so, yeah. By just moving the Triceratops somewhere else. Right, so Moss needs to be the one to fight the other Triceratops. So, let's get rid of this Hyangosaurus. Get the other get the Triceratops out. Get the other Hyangosaurus on the go. And then the annoying thing is Moss is not going to be happy in here. That's the only problem. So we've got to make sure it's fast enough that he doesn't break out. Did I heal Moss instead? I mean, I need him to do that, but okay, let's get you sedated. And then Moss in... There he is. And his rating will go up a bit. Every time they fight, they get combat infamy. I think they get about half of the dinosaur that they killed, half of their rating. I'm not entirely sure. Each dinosaur has its own star rating as well. I have no idea what it means.
Looks like there's another contract that might be worth your attention.
Yeah. I must take control of you now. Hey, you get back in there. Why are you only telling me this now? I've just transported the thing. That's not going to be enough. I take that back. Nothing's in view, but sure, why not? I just discarded it again, didn't I? Right, let's hit the right one. You can stay there. Oh, it has to be running. Okay. What's my horn? There should be a horn somewhere. I have no idea what the button is. Get out of my way! What button's the horn? Try and do this a different way then. They should start running away from me at some point. Hit the brakes! Right, is any of you running? He's running towards me. Attack of the killer stegosaurs!
These photos, right? These are for sale.
Out of my way!
You have a good eye for composition. The photography contract was a complete success.
Yeah, I really need to get the selling of the Hyangosaurus done. Alright, you're out there. Right, I actually have made a major mistake here. Because I think Moss was about to be killed. If you go over and eat Moss now, Okay, yes, have a drink. It's fine, because they will go over and eat the other one. Right, and you are going in here as well. And Moss is fine, okay. I think it does lower your rating if you have the dead body in there. What is going on with your head? How are you You're dead. How are you doing that? Right, now we gotta sell the Huyangosaurus. Just to avoid getting sabotaged. So what you really want, the fastest way of doing this is you're going to want to keep building up your reputation for one division. Get it to maximum. Just make sure you do the other two every now and then, just so you don't get sabotaged. If you keep doing contracts in quick succession, you will get a small bonus from the division, but it will only last for so long. But it'll only last while you keep doing stuff for them. So if we go to reputation, you can see I'm getting a loyalty bonus, which I'm not getting from the other two. Actually nearly there, Critosaurus. Right, Moss is sleeping. Is he going to be happy in here? Because if we can just expand this out a little bit. Probably not going to be enough for you, is it? No. Just nervous that he's going to try and break out. At least your health is at 100% again. Alright, I'm just going to expand your the enclosure out a little bit just while we do this. Well, it's going to stay like this now. It looks ridiculous, but I have no choice. Oh, Ceratosaurus is such a pain. You're ruining the shape of this enclosure. It was just a nice circle when I booted the game up. But I can't have that now. I can't have nice things. Not in this game. Have that. Ugh. Moss, you're so picky. But if we do any other fighting sequences now, it has to be it cannot be Moss that wins. Actually, yeah, I think it will just reset, so we can just keep on being Moss over and over again. Right, you, and that will get us that contract done. Nice, I like it when I get those contracts. It's not the digs that I want to dig at, but it's good enough. It's nice and simple, right? The Lads formation. Every dinosaur's still got some DNA to go. Nobody's at 100% yet, so there is that. I never really know what these buildings are supposed to be. The centres. I really don't know what they do. Are you two doing anything yet? No, you're not. Before the Triceratops just dies of starvation. I just don't get why a reputation goes down when you please another one. You're supposed to all be working for the same companies. Doesn't make any freaking sense. Oh well. It will notify us if they start fighting, and I will probably miss it. After all, I keep missing when this thing comes up, and this comes with a sound effect. Yeah. Sabotage risk is still low. The problem is that sabotage risk doesn't actually stay high until you get sabotaged. As far as I can tell, anyway. Yep, they're going. Yeah, don't go caps lock there, though. Right. So, presumably Moss should win again, otherwise we're we're gonna be in a bit of trouble here. You guys gonna just give up now, aren't you? Yeah. Why are they suddenly doing 3 attacks? He's usually 4. It's so pointless though. They stop fighting, wait until they get to 50% health, then they go and fight again. The only problem with this is I don't know which one was the first routine. My Pippa, you were the first one. How much life have you got left? You can't live it. No, you're not going to live for much longer, love. That's a shame.
Contracts, contracts, contracts. Who has a new contract? This guy.
Right, that's a Dracorax with a rating of 38. We're going to need some modifications. Well, we'll start with a different colour. 35. 37. 36. 36. Probably aren't going to be enough, are they?
You really knocked that one out of the park.
Alright. Really? Really? It's because it's a different one. Come on! I seriously cannot modify it quite enough. Okay, that should do it. Immune response is a really good one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, usually these sound effects are from the animal that we apply it to. I don't think sharks have vocal cords. I don't want to refund it. Why would I want to stop it? See, sometimes I get that little notification, other times I don't. Lovely. Got fossilized poo! This needs to hurry up because I'm going to get sabotaged in a minute. We can move Moss back over. We can actually have some Dracorax in the park and make this an actual an exhibit. And we're probably going to have to put more of these guys in there. Well, we'll put the Crichtonsaurus in there. We'll work on Crichtonsaurus once we have it unlocked. Because what do we get for this one? Sinoceratops. That can go in there as well. Proceratosaurus cannot go in there because they will kill the. They'll kill the Dracorax. Alright, Dracorax. A dinosaur that probably isn't real. So the theory now is that all of these flat-skulled pachycephalosaurids are just juvenile forms of others, so it might just be a juvenile pachycephalosaurus.
All hail the Dragon King, the Dracorex. Sounds so intimidating, but it's just a plant eater. However, just in case they do rule the earth again, don't tell them I said that.
Dracorex Hogwartsii, or something like that. And now to get rid of it. Sorry, buddy, but we're selling you to someone. Well, that's not very helpful if it's just going to do that. Go on, go and heal it. Say it's no good if this is going to die like that. Alright, I have to give it some food. And some water.
You have a responsibility to keep these animals
If it actually
fed.
does anything with it. This is pointless. I need it to die anyway, but it's not going to work if it doesn't actually fight. And if you could be quick about it, that'd be great. You can do your normal defying of physics. Go over the fence or something. Go through the wall. I don't care. 5%. They should make it in time, though. As long as the Ceratosaurus is in the way. Moss, move out of the way. 4%. And don't just randomly get stuck on something like you usually do. Race, you can't move. 6%, 9%, 13%. Hang on, I can't shoot that fast. Right, they should stop now. Right, you may go and feed over there. It depends how close to it Moss gets. Try to build this up and make it go down. Right, we're gonna need another security contract. Yeah.
I'm always looking for ways to
Good.
improve
I
security.
can do that one.
And I think this new contract could help with that very thing. Consider it.
And we have a disease. Whose disease? Your disease. You have the cold. Which I think is the only disease you can get on this island. Okay, the fact that they're walking speech. Okay, yeah, good. Now we should be able to do this. Guys, come on. He's in position. He's not going to exit that position until you fight. Here we go. He's in. Yeah, I think it's a pretty one-sided battle. The Ceratosaurus is really loud in this game, by the way. If you couldn't tell. Really? You ruined that, didn't you?
Offers like this. Consider it carefully.
And we've done it at last. Right, Moss, you can go back over there. That's the wrong one. I can't remember which one I had now. Okay, good. That was the right one. Right, let's try and turn that back into a proper enclosure now. Dracorex shouldn't require that much. Oh. Let's fix that now. Okay, Moss, you're going back over there. You have been great, my man. We can rely on you for the next battle. What is his rating now? Well, he's not going to have one because he's sedated. Right, Dracorex. In a second.
Look, you know you didn't have to prove anything. But the way you took charge left an impression. Good work.
It's going to take longer to get to my science thing now. Again, this is what happens. It just takes forever because you've got to keep your reputation positive for each one. Water. Oh, that water. The tiniest little bit of water. Whoops. My dinosaur rating is still a long way off there. I mean, the terrain constraints now, isn't it? Because of that freaking... It was fine in one way. There we go. I mean, the entire thing is still in view. It doesn't actually have to be from the perspective of this one. I have no idea how much room I have in my power stations. Right, Dracorex are kept in pairs. It's a Montosaurus. as well. He's fine, he's still there. We'll go for the Knoll this one though. I know we still got one more skin that we haven't seen, but we'll go with the Knoll one. Dracorex need to be kept in pairs. Alright, where's Moss? It's Jim. It's fourth wall. There you are, you guys blend in with the rock. Especially you, Moss, because you are the colour of rock. You are 135 now. See, they're at this point now where money is just a non-issue.
Security requires vigilance and commitment to the task at hand. You've proven yourself at that.
My rating suddenly the security is the highest now. You know what? Fine. We'll go with that then. Because Proceratosaurus is the one that's going to be the highest rating one here, because I can have loads of them. And that will come next. Wait for those both come out, and then we'll go after them. Right, contracts, because I don't have any of them. That's not a contract page. Why can't I just choose to have 3 of them all at once?
We can always solve it.
See, I never know how I'm supposed to get these
So make
ones.
sure to review this contract.
Another Dracorex isn't going to do anything. I guess we can max out this enclosure. We can still get quite a few more in here. If I just keep releasing Huangosaurus. Get you guys in there. It's the default one. Yeah, the Pachycephalosaurs always sound like they're being sick. Dracorex is the best sounding of the bunch. Well, no, Mallocephalae, but because they're just adorable. Dracorex, I'm not such a fan of this one. Yeah, I don't really like the Dracorex that much. It's alright, but it's not great. Alright, well they're pretty much going to have an enclosure to themselves right now. Well, I'm pretty sure there are goats around here somewhere. I've got 2 feeders in here, but fine.
Like us,
Oh yeah, one of these does need refilling actually.
require different diets. Make sure to place the correct type of feeder in an enclosure. I'm a red meat man myself.
The other one's okay. Besides moss. In here. What the? How did I do that? You in there, you in there. I don't think I've named the Huangosaurus yet, have I? Oh yeah, I did. I named Harry, Ron, and we got another one now, don't we? Now, how does one spell Hermione? I have no idea if that's how you spell Hermione. But that's what I'm going with. And then we can name them. Obviously one of them's got to be Draco. I guess Draco and Malfoy. We'll call them Draco and Malfoy. Probably going to need another feeder in here soon. I'll do that. Yay! Congratulations, Dracorex. You're the first one to get to 100%. Struthiomimus. We'll go with that one next. I can't remember what Huangosaurus is on.
Something's come up that could be interesting and profitable.
Actually, quite low. Yeah, there we go. Woohoo, 1%. Some water, but otherwise fine. Is that it? It's been so long since I've watched Harry Potter, I have no idea if I'm spelling these names right. Okay, I've actually done it the wrong way around, but they're actually if you go by the number in which they were made, I think they're backwards, but they're Malfoy and Draco. So closure is like you can barely see in it. Otherwise, these guys are okay. They're perfectly happy, as pachycephalosaurs usually are. All right, may as well just make another one. Just keep going until it's full.
You're a natural.
Yeah. How do I do that?
That already, I suspect.
I haven't added anything into the part.
Good job completing that contract.
I think they're stuck. Damn it, Phil! You destroyed the vehicle. It's gonna cost me 50,000 of my nearly $16 million. The output for challenge mode though becomes 250,000. I don't know whose idea that was, but I hate them.
I think we can call this one a success, don't you? Well done. Well done indeed.
Whoops. Well, that gets me money.
I'm not telling you to take this next contract, but only a fool would pass up this deal.
That's a pretty good one to me. Can we get 2 in here? Yes, we can. I have no idea how many dinosaurs are in this enclosure. But if I can just keep putting Huangosaurus in here, because I think they're the highest rated. Well, actually, with their, yeah, because I haven't got that much DNA for them. They're not the highest rated one. This is a mistake. I should be putting Triceratops in here, but I can't get that many Triceratops. I can only have 6. Whereas Huangosaurus can live in much bigger groups. They look so lonely in there. We're nearly at 5 stars though. How you doing, buddy? You're fascinated by what's up in the sky. Your eye is going completely insane. You guys gonna have a chat? There, you're gonna walk together. You look like a banana. That's what you look like, Malfoy, like a banana. So spiky. I think that's the general idea. It's like they lose the spikes and they form the dome. So like you have Dracorex as the young one, Stygimoloch is the middle one, and the Pachycephalosaurus is the adult. There's still debate, but I think it's a generally supported theory, I think.
I'd say that contract was a
It's not like the whole Triceratops is Taurosaurus, or the other way around. That's a much more controversial one that I think has generally not been agreed upon, because we do have adults of both dinosaurs. I want to know how many's in here. I think I can get one more from the looks of it. We have 20 dinosaurs in total, so 3 of them are Ceratosaurus, and 2 of them are Dracorex. There's 15 dinosaurs. Triceratops going to with 16. So yeah, we can get one more in there. Name the Huangosaurus after that. I want more Triceratops. Contracts.
I've got something for you, if you're interested.
I think one Triceratops is going to be enough for that. Yeah, you're all still okay, 100%. We're so close to 5 stars now. Kind of. We're kind of close. Oh, good. We have restaurants now. We already have fast food, though. We don't really need a restaurant. Not yet, anyway.
I'd take this contract myself if I had the time, but I don't. You, on the other hand...
You mean you don't have the time? What are you doing? I'm not building it. I'm just placing it. Other people are building it. The non-existent people are building it. Oh, more people in here. Right, they're fine. Are these ones fine? Moss is now the star attraction after all. Triceratops is nearly ready. But I don't think it's going to get the guess figures up high enough. And that's Struthiomimus' turn. Right, let's work on Wyangosaurus, because it's quite pitiful. It's 76%. Power lines are in the way. Oh, that was close. I nearly did that too early. Oh, it actually is high enough. Okay.
Looking after the dinosaurs. That was a joke. Or was it?
No, because our guests don't do anything. Crichtonsaurus! Okay, scratch that. We're going to have to Crichtonsaurus now. That's our last reputation, but we still got to get it up to the top. Oh, they're still going with the electrified gate that I'm never going to use. Because the light electric gate, the light electric fence is entirely useless. Okay, I've got 10 left. We'll need to build another power station when we expand outwards a little bit. But for now we're okay. They're going to keep doing these mini fights over and over again. Okay, you are Neville. I, again, don't know if I'm actually spelling these correctly. Kinney. Luna. How many have I put in here? Okay, scratch that. You're not going to be Luna. I was thinking I didn't have enough left. Okay, Fred and George. Where's that Triceratops? You there. Right, you're Luna. Why have we suddenly got a Harry Potter theme? I have no idea. I don't remember the last time I watched Harry Potter. I mean, I like Harry Potter, but I wouldn't exactly call it one of my favourites. You know, from the lower graphics, it really does make it look like Kimberly is floating in the air. Well, it looks like a number of them are floating in the air. Have you finished yet? Pretty much. Oh, 4 minutes. It's gonna be a while. Yeah, you are floating in the air. Yeah, it's a useless fence. It really is. Because it's still easy to break out of. You're going to only be using like the heavy cable fence. The electrified one at that. But generally with all these dinosaurs, breaking out is not an issue. As long as the enclosure is okay, they should never break out. Right, that is so close. Right, I'm just going to keep building up with science at the moment.
I really like this one.
What use is that? Look, if you didn't keep lowering my reputation, I might have Proceratosaurus by now. But I need Lambert to give me that. It's the really annoying thing with these contracts. They want you to make a dinosaur that you can't make yet. It might even be that they'll require you to get a certain amount of genome or have released a certain kind of dinosaur that you can't get the genome of until it's on a different island. It's so stupid.
This kind of work, and you'll be going places.
Yeah, they can at least just lower it down by 1 arrow. My entertainment is going crap again. We're so close to 5 stars, but I can't actually make anybody. Now let's just add in another Dracorex. We've got one more skin. Alpine. This is going to be the highest rated Dracorex. I mean, it's not going to get me to the 5 stars, but it'll get me somewhere. It's annoying that I can't release one more Ceratosaurus. Or do I just make another enclosure with another Ceratosaurus in it, just for the sake of it? I feel like I should. So I feel like that's what I'm going to do. Let's make that a bit further out. Right, this may actually be too big. I can never be sure. I never know. Whoops! That's the finance. Well, I do need to go over here. Right, by the time they come back, the
When things go wrong,
really?
who do they turn to first? You guessed it. So consider this contract part of us always being ready.
I believe with Ceratosaurus, it generally just needs to be around the size of the thing that's there. Around the size of the viewing gallery's window thing. Because it's the campaign, I don't want to have Ceratosaurus and Proceratosaurus in together. It's mandatory for challenge mode, but it shouldn't be mandatory for this. Oh, yeah, there's no way into the Dracorex pen, is there? I deleted that. Sod it, it's going in here. Actually, do I have any more skins for Ceratosaurus before I do anything else? No, I don't. We're going with this one then. And that. Is that still enough? Oh, yeah. Definitely is. Alright, Crichtonsaurus is done. Zara, our Alpine Dracorex, it's blue for some reason. Alright, let's get you in. Guess count is not quite high enough. We'll just have to wait. They're nearly done. And now we can make Crichtonsaurus. But we can't make Crichtonsaurus, but we can extract DNA for Crichtonsaurus. We can dig for Crichtonsaurus over here in the Yuliangzi Formation. Oh my god. So look at these. The Uderchukan Formation. The Jingez Huayang Formation. Wait, why isn't Huayangosaurus found here? Oh, I hate these names so much. Seriously. See? Some of these are fine. Except for this one. Chinini. I think it's pronounced the Ischigualasto Formation, but I'm not sure. Yeah, but they're not as bad. I can say that. The Oxford Clay. The Prince Creek from it. I like that name. It's not the Smoky Chalk, but I still like that name. Right, you go over here. You've still got ways to go. But hopefully, once that Dracorex is shipped over and it's got its rating back, the Ceratosaurus should get us the 5-star. We'll then have to sedate it, and that'll be that, but that should get us the 5-star. And then I reckon we can get one more enclosure in here. Proceratosaurus can go in here, because Sinoceratops can just live with these guys. Crichtonsaurus has a maximum population of 8, so if we have 3 Dracorex, 2 Sinoceratops, that'll take us to 5. We can have another Crichtonsaurus, and yeah, before all these guys start dying on me. Right. Dua, please give me a better one this time. Yes, that's fine. I can do that. By the time that's finished, we can get something else. Why is there a 2-minute time limit? I don't get that. There's no reason for this 2-minute time limit. In challenge mode, boom, straight there. As long as if you haven't got all 3. Right, just upkeep, something I never use. There we go. I still wish we had like more dinosaurs from like Australia and Antarctica. We don't have any from Antarctica. It's not even on the map, and we only have one Australian dinosaur. They definitely focus mostly on North America and Asia, which is probably because that's where most dinosaurs are known from, but still I would have liked a little bit more. So I think we only have, what, 3 South American dinosaurs? Isn't it? Is it 3 or 4? How many dig sites are in South America? 4. I can't even remember who's found where. That's Herrerasaurus. I think that's Dreadnoughtus. That's Carnosaurus. Who was here? Who was the other one I'm thinking of? Because they're all DLC dinosaurs. Surely one of them was a base. Oh, Giganotosaurus. That's it. Yeah, Giganotosaurus is the only base game dinosaur from South America. Okay, that'll start going up eventually.
You appear to have achieved the highest rating that you can on Isla Matanceros.
Yay! Got 5-star on Matanceros.
You made the security division look good today. Let's make that every day, shall we?
New contracts. I got away from the stop talking.
You've done some impressive work.
For her to stop talking.
I thought I was the only competent one around here.
Have I not proved myself enough yet?
I want to take this contract, which means you want to take it too. Correct?
Oh, and they're nearly done at that. Right, it's going to lose the rating, but I send it over there. Right, we may as well just make this another Ceratosaurus enclosure and get 2 more. So let's do just that. I wish I had more colours. Ceratosaurus has some great alternate skins, but I can't use any of them. Sadly, the best one is exclusive to challenge mode. I have to play challenge mode first. On Matanceros, and it is sadly the best challenge mode skin in the game.
Taking that contract was the smart choice. You've proved that. Thanks.
Ooh. Ah, yes, I can. Don't worry, Isaac, I can definitely do that.
I got something for you. And by something, I mean an offer for you to do something for me. Sounds good, right?
I probably need some buildings down here at the moment anyway. Right, it's gonna give it a regular. Well, give it a go. Nah, it's just big and easy. It needs filling up more often, but it's fine. Okay, now you guys need another feeder. I mean, how far is it? Oh, 7. It's got plenty to go. I can't even see their feeder. 6. Okay. Right, wait for that to get transported.
I gotta give props where props are due, and you slayed this building contract.
Leave it for now. Do it, we're so close. Come on.
Contracts help.
Oh, come on. I can't. No, I can't.
Research is the
We're gonna have to sell
foundation on
one.
which the Jurassic World properties are built. And look, what have we here? A contract.
Yes, but it's a contract I don't want. I have to sell one.
Yes, well, we've already broken the primordial and prehistoric egg, as it were, so, you know, why not hatch a few more?
Do you have water? Yes, you do. A great big pool of it. They're gonna be a while. What's up? Is that Pippa? Pippa, is that you? Yeah, it's Pippa. He's dead. It's gonna become a recurring thing now. They're all gonna start dying. Hello. Thank you. I can't do anything. I can't research the hatchery capacity yet. Both really 1 star each. I'm so glad the DLC got rid of those. Right, I don't think there's much left, is there? 2 things left. Oh, Pippa. For the record, I'm probably not going to name every dinosaur. It's just our first few. Especially if we're still releasing them with so little DNA. Right, we're back at 5 stars again. And these guys are pretty much ready. So release them. Make another one to sell it. And then we should be good. Can I hear it from here? Yep, I can still hear it. The dinosaurs definitely have louder audio than everything else. Okay, let's get you guys going. Make another one to sell. request a new one yet? Yes, I can.
You can
That's more like it.
you should.
I don't know if I can just turn it off or not. Oh no, I can't do that with these. So okay, never mind. All this for a memo that just builds up a tiny bit of story that doesn't actually have anything to do with the story. Because what story? This game doesn't have a story. They said it would, but it doesn't. There is no story in this game. Look, I just landed. Let me have a break. You know how quickly I have to fly? You know, I'm flying all the way to Asia. Don't worry, guys. You're like Kim Possible. You're able to get across the world in like seconds. Well, this is yet another very lengthy video by yours truly. Because he gets carried away trying to get certain things done. It's that. It's so close. I don't know if one contract's going to be enough though.
Are capable of reading the moods of our guests and reacting to what they sense. That can be bad if our guests aren't happy.
One last thing available. Alright, well, I'm going to end things off here. So, next time we should get enough DNA for Crichtonsaurus. We'll continue working on our reputation. I think we're going to do entertainment just so it doesn't get too low down. We'll have to do security as well. Nope, not enough time yet. And, yeah, this is the issue. You just have to wait forever. It's all because they lower each other's reputations when you complete one. Which is stupid. But, yeah, so